Hey guys, it's currently Friday, September 27th. I'm doing a restock on Monday the 30th. So I'm spending this weekend doing shop prep, getting things ready. It will be a little tricky because I'm still playing the game of trying to not rip out my thumb stitches again. They're slowly clawing their way through the skin and I'm trying my best not to tweak my thumb and have it tug, but it's very, very difficult. So I'm gonna be working slow. Try my best to use my right hand. It's hard to remember. And let me just show you the state of this room right now. It's a mess. All these surfaces are covered in stuff. These are the notebooks, the new notebooks. I gotta go through those, and there's a box of them over here as well. Christian's working on the t-shirts. He's ironing the pockets and getting them all folded and in their sleeves. I need to do quick quality checks on the notebooks and do inventory. I need to do the washi inventory, and then I need to take photos of both the washi and notebooks because there's the misprint washis, and then the new notebooks are different design, kind of different coils, different PVC cover kind of thing, and so they need new product photos. So I'm gonna have to bust out my little photography tent and set all that back up. I need to assemble some locking clutch sets because I got new locking clutches in the mail for enamel pins. I want to set up gift cards for the shop, and I need to do my shirt and sweater inventory. Like, Christian gives me the numbers, but I have some I'm setting aside for family members, so I gotta deduct that and then just add the inventory to the website. That's probably gonna be the easiest step of all of this. Oh, and I need to wash that one shirt that had spots on it. I want to see if that comes out or not, because if not, that'll have to be a B grade. So let me add that to the list. And I just need to tidy up this room in general. So that's what I'm going to work on this weekend. I guess I'll start with some tidying up so I can free up some space. The second box I opened had the floral ones, so that's it with the new PVC cover where the design is printed on the cover. I'm struggling. There we go. It's double-sided. Crazy. It's clear with the brown. So it's my first time seeing those. Haha. So yeah, that's Notebook 2.0. I might put up like the teeniest amount of Notebook 1.0. I was so nervous for floral cats because I have just the open one I used for product photography and one other. So this is like mine that I want to keep. And then there's one other one, which honestly I would kind of also like to keep. But then Halloween cats, I have more. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I might list like 3 of them. The paper in these is the same as the first ones, but I might look into a different manufacturer just to see if I can get squishy coils for the future. For the sake of the restock, I just ordered from the same place, even though I didn't do the squishies anymore. But for future ones, I just want to see. Now that I know squishy exists, I just want more of that. Or just see what my options are, you know, really look around. Okay, I'm finding a batch of weird books where the PVC covers melted. This one is particularly bad. Let's take a look. Oh my god. Are you seeing this? Oh my god. Look at this. It's so wrinkled. Just completely waved. How does this even happen? The back is like that too. And then I found some others that have the same defect to a more minor extent. A couple of them I set aside to inspect later, but this one I can tell is pretty bad. Not like that one. It's still wrinkly though, and then the page is kind of melted over the edge of the book. Oh gosh. It's so melted on the back that it's too small, it's too narrow. What is going on? Hopefully this only affects a few of them. Because this is beyond even B grade, just this one. For sure this one, not selling it. There were 2 more that looked very minor that I can make B grades, I guess. We'll see how many I get. If there's only a handful of B grades, I'll just save them for giveaways or something. Or like B grade mystery bundles in the future. I just noticed something funny. Baby with long legs. They're all long cats. Alright, I've gone through all the notebooks to do all the quality checks. And there were a good chunk of B grades, although not a devastating amount. It's like 164A to 35B, 152 to 27, but still it's high compared to the squishy coil ones I bought previously. They didn't have this level of defect to them. But there's more than what it appears here because I have other quantities down here where these are beyond B grade. It's like C and D grade where it's just way too bad. Some are less bumpy, but they're still very crooked along with, you know, the lesser bumps. So I'm deeming these the freebie pile, and I'm just going to put them in random orders as long as I can do so without bumping it into a new weight class because these are kind of heavy. So I'm just going to pick and choose based on the weight of people's orders basically and add those in as little extras. And I want to print out some little labels with my thermal printer that say freebie so people understand that that is a freebie. So they're not like, why did she put this in here and why is it all messed up? And then I've got one of each set aside because those are the ones I opened first and those will be mine / the ones I use for product photography. So in total, all those combined, I had 210 Halloween cats and 194 floral cats. And that's kind of how it was last time too, where I had extras of the Halloween cats and not enough floral cats. So I don't know why the quantities are so off for these. So it's a little frustrating, but whatever. I'm just going to take the loss. It's not like a crazy amount and I can still sell the B grades. It's now Saturday and I've been looking into the whole Shipstation scan to verify thing where you scan barcodes for items. I've been thinking about doing this for a while and I'm finally going forward with it. At least an attempt. Hopefully it all works out. Shipstation does not generate barcodes though, and so I need to generate my own. There are online generators and I've been messing with some of those, and then I'm now trying a trial of a barcode generation software that I would have to pay for, and I think I like the software a lot better. And you can buy the software outright or do the monthly subscription. So I can start with the monthly, and if it all goes well I can consider paying for the whole thing outright to save some money long term. I don't know if I want to mess with it too much more today because I don't actually have the barcode scanner yet. I did order one and some more labels. It's coming tomorrow. In the meantime, I've been testing with my Mun Bin. Don't mind these printouts. I printed multiple times over on the same sheets. But just kind of seeing how it would work. That's a different size label than what I plan to use though. So I don't want to generate a bunch of barcode labels today and then have them not work for the new paper size. So I think I should hold off for now. Wait till I can fully test it tomorrow and then go ham, because it would be really nice to have that up and running by Monday for the shop update. And next I'm gonna look into gift cards for the shop. There's a way to do it within Shopify, I think natively without the use of an app, so I'm gonna look into that and set that up. The image is pretty basic, but at the same time it looks kind of good on the website there. The solid colors make it very obvious what it is. So that is finally set up. That was so easy. I can't believe I haven't done that before. I didn't realize just how easy that was. Under products, you just click gift cards and you set it up the way you'd set up any product listing. And these are the available denominations, which could be tweaked over time, but I think that's at least a good starting point. Next up, I want to do some inventory stuff. I got to do the washi inventory, but then also I want to count through some of this because I know a lot of the sticky note pads are sold out or near sold out. Like, I don't think any of these discount strawberries are listed right now. I need to look into that and possibly add those. The note pads are fine. I've got a ton of them. Mouse pads, I do want to count. I had a close call with the Mousy sketches where I had exactly enough, which is incorrect. I should have had a couple spares, but that's why I need to go through and just double check everything. And yeah, this floor is filthy. This needs to be cleaned. This whole room needs the floor cleaned. There's crink everywhere. The rugs are accumulating cat fur and dust. Just the usual. It's due for a cleaning. Got some behind on cardstock so I can easily slide them forward because the mouse pad kind of grips the surface. So the stack that's in behind is on a little card. Careful, careful. My hand's doing a lot better today, but let's not push it. I just got Christian to haul down the rest of the washi for me so I can go through it all. There's a lot more bubble wrap to deal with. Yesterday I cut up a whole bunch of bubble wrap down there from the notebooks. Although the ones that were wrapped around the notebooks were already the right size, but there was also big long strips in there. So I cut those down and I can do the same with all this. Usually I don't count my washi, but after being short last time I am going to count. Although I think that might have been my own miscounting or entering a number wrong into the system. Now, do all of these have the same quantity? I think so. They all appear to be the same length, except this little one over here. That will make my counting a lot easier. And then I have one open one. Yeah, same length. Okay. 16 times 5 would be 80. Because 16 times 10 would be 160. So divided by 2, that should be 80. Maybe this is why my inventory counts are up. Maybe I shouldn't be trusting my brain. And another way to look at it is 8 times 5, which is 40, times 2. 80. Okay, yeah. I had to double check on my calculator. Okay. 80 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus whatever's in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, so 26. 506. Did I really order 500 of this? That seems high, but okay. Plus there's more coming. These are the defective prints that were printed too narrow, so I'm going to be listing these for half off, but the reprint is coming, so I'm going to be swimming in this stuff. And now, time for the new product photos. I've got the whole setup out here. Let's do this. It's now Sunday morning. I got the photos done, edited them, got the listings up, inventory levels for everything except the locking clutches because I have yet to make those sets. Update banner, details on other listings, just like all the website prep is pretty much done. Here's my thumb, by the way. It looks like a little spider. I'm letting it air out because it was all like wrinkly after my shower because I showered with the Band-Aid on so that the threads wouldn't catch. So now I'm just letting it breathe before I put a Band-Aid back on. I stopped putting a Band-Aid on my arm because that one's fine, but this one just catches on everything, so I need the Band-Aid. I just printed out some freebie labels to go on the really messed up notebooks. I still need to sweep up the floors and vacuum the rugs, but the big job for today is going to be the barcoding. I really want to get that up and running. The scanner and my labels are arriving today, so that's exciting. I wasn't expecting them to come. I saw when I placed the order that they were going to come today, but like I wasn't expecting that Sunday delivery, so that's nice. Because I would like to have the scanner to test my barcodes and make sure they actually work. One thing that kept tripping me up with those free barcode generators is I would change the UPC number and it would say that it's invalid and not work. And I don't understand why. Like, shouldn't I be able to put any number as the UPC? Maybe I need a UPC generator and plug those numbers into my barcode generator. I don't know. It's so confusing. But I'll start on some of my other tasks in the meantime while waiting for the scanner. It does say it's supposed to be a morning delivery, so... Right over the bat. This is good ambidexterity training, me using my right hand so much this week. That thumb biopsy better come back as nothing, because like if they gotta take a whole chunk out of my thumb, I will cry. I'm gonna be out of commission for so long, and like what would even happen? This is my dominant hand, okay? I can't. I mean, as long as my thumb would still work, that would be fine. Okay, this one's getting into real bad territory. What happens if you continue hitting it with a heat gun? Like if you ripped it off the spine and then hit it with a heat gun, would it be like Shrinky Dinks? Would it eventually flatten out? You'd have like a little mini one. See, this one here is also pretty rough. Lower ridges, but you know, there's a lot of them. But I guess if someone doesn't want it, they can throw it out. Like it's a usable notebook if you take the cover off, you know? I mean, it's usable right now as is, but like if it really bothered you, you could take that cover off and then you could put a bunch of stickers on the brown cover or something. Christian's currently hauling down some sketchbook boxes for me, so I got him to bring 8 of each, although I would like to slowly bring down more so we can clear out the dining room. So there's 3 Lunamoth variants here, and then for Cat 3, which is the dotted Halloween cats, they're gonna go down here for now. I do have a nice spot cleared here where I want to fit Lunamoth 1, 2, 3 on this shelf, just have some out of their boxes like I do with the other sketchbook types. But that'll be a job for another time, maybe when the thumb is better. Now, even though this shoe shelf here is new, I'm tempted to switch this setup up so I can fit more, because I've had this wheelie cart next to me so I can reach more product. Right now it's not very full, but it would make sense to just have the wheelie cart in that spot because then I have higher shelves. The only thing is then when I have Christian help me pack orders, I would have to move all this back, because like if I move the table, where's it gonna go? Unless I just push this whole thing over enough for the shelf. So it would be like this. It looks silly, but it would give me more vertical storage. Plus, with these shoe shelves, I can only fit like 6 of each sketchbook in each slot. And so I'm constantly refilling this station, whereas on here I could have more. I don't know if this flimsy cart can handle that many sketchbooks, but there's room for more. I might want to push it back a little further down. And I'd probably remove that shoe shelf. This does stick out further, which doesn't necessarily bother me, because I could take one table and turn it sideways if I want it out of the way temporarily. Here it is with the table moved. I'm not 100% sure I like this just because it looks so goofy from this side, because there's open space. I reorganized to minimize the gap. This is just removed for now. But one thing about the current positioning is this is too close to the camera. You can see this on camera, so it can't be that close. So I could pull it this way. And then instead there's a gap on this side, which is great for reaching product. The crank is a little further away though. Okay, yeah, that fixes the camera problem. Woo! I just checked on the scanner delivery because it's supposed to be a morning delivery, and it says now expected by October 3rd. I wanted that for Monday's packing. I suppose it's not necessary. I can continue packing the way I have been. And that would save me some time today, a lot of time today, if I don't do the barcode stuff now. So maybe that's for the best. Look what I did with the crank. It's sandwiched between the 2 surfaces, and I used a couple clips on this side. On this side the lip is overhanging. We'll give it a try, Update on the scanner. It now says it's out for delivery, so maybe I am getting it today. But anyway, I was looking at my stickers because the The Halloween cat sticker stock is very low. Plus, I forgot I was thinking of ordering more freebies. This is all I have left for freebies if I set aside 200 for the trick-or-treaters. But I did decide to order more, so I can use those 200 for orders right away. And then some of the new ones that come in, that can be for the trick-or-treaters. And then snail is also getting low. We only have this many snails. So I ordered more of those too. And I ordered a lot of these because I think it's just a good one to have in stock long term. I already did restock Floral Kiki and Floral Midna. There's about 100 of each left in stock, so I didn't order any more right now. But this is just a classic Kiki Midna sticker that is not necessarily Halloween-y, even though it's called Halloween Cats. So I think that's just a good one to have long term. Now I'm still kind of stuck as to whether or not this should go under this table or not. The reason being, it could be handy underneath my art table because I've been thinking about doing some kind of storage under here to hold more art supplies by the table because there's nothing really near the table for art supplies. And I also think that's why I should convert this surface a little bit too to hold art supplies just like low down. It is a cute decorative spot, but I feel like it could be more functional, and some of the picture frames and plants and stuff could get moved on top of these cabinets because I've yet to really put anything up there properly. That's been on my mind, especially because of the art journaling. There's just so many little knickknacks and bits and pieces that I would love to have close to my art station. So that little shoe rack could go on either end of the table here. So this is an example of what it would be like. I would have to squish my way through here to access from the side. Like I'm not going to be able to reach that while I'm sitting, but it's just an option for like the art journal specific stuff. It's also tempting to move this closer because it's full of art related supplies, pens and pencils, paint pens, Sharpies, that kind of stuff, erasers. Like this would be great to have closer. I just don't know how it could work because I could just simply move it here and painting cart can find a new home. Because if it's on the side of the table the same way this is, I again can only access it from the side. So maybe right here is the move. You know what would fit under here that would allow for front access would be narrower shelves, such as these or these, and then you can have two stacked, and that would allow front access. And honestly, I would love these two to be part of that. They look so cute where they are, but like for example, my Copic refills are in here. Having that right at the table, oh, that would be so lovely. And this has some of my like paints and inks and stuff. That would also be nice to have close by. Oh, I'm getting ideas. Yeah, I might move these right now. I'm in like the reorganization mood. This is not what I should be doing. I don't have time for this, but I'm just in the mood. Oh my gosh, look how good that looks. It's a perfect fit width-wise and height. I need to get two more to go on the other side. There's unused space at the back, but you know, can leave that open for future options. Looks like a proper desk too. That looks so good. And that frees up more space on these shelves for products. Get more sketchbooks up on these shelves. Yeah. I'm tearing this room apart. All right, this is filled enough. I'm worried I'm putting too much weight on here, especially high up, because there's less stuff on the bottom. It makes sense for B grades to be on the bottom, so I'm not bending down as much, but that makes it a little top heavy. And this thing is not super heavy duty. Like, I have the strawberries back here. Maybe I shouldn't do that. And I'm just loving how this area is looking. I still need to keep on cleaning up, but the little L looks really good actually. And wow, the whole place is transforming and I'm loving it. Okay, I went to look at the orders I have yet to pack that don't have holds on them because I can do the barcodes for those first as my test. And I went and my shop was not updating. It showed I had no new orders. So I forced the refresh and 22 orders came through that don't have holds on them, including orders from Tuesday. It's currently Sunday because I packed orders on Thursday and there were only 4. So it mustn't have updated properly on that day too. And so I thought I only had 4 orders, but there were a bunch more. So these people's orders have been waiting almost a week to go out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 5 people who placed their order on the Tuesday, and then the rest are newer than that. And tomorrow's a holiday, so none of these are even going to get picked up until Tuesday. Now I feel so bad because these were supposed to be out already, but like Shipstation and Shopify were just not linking properly, not updating, and so I missed a bunch of these. So I'm going to pack these now. Okay, I did not actually start packing orders right away. I realized I needed boxes folded because I have like 5 boxes folded right now. So I got Christian to come down and do these for me. And in the meantime, I went through the box inventory, just seeing what we had and what we need. And I placed an order for more. And because tomorrow's a holiday, it's not going to come until Tuesday, which normally would be okay. But right now, this is the last of the flat rectangles that I have. I mean, technically I have 3 more. I have these 3, which are full of DTF transfers. I might steal these. Wait, I do have 2 more. I thought these were all VHS boxes. Ha ha ha. There are all the orders up there. It's 8:30 and it came! Finally! So, here we go. Wireless laser barcode scanner and some labels that are smaller than the ones I currently have for my printer. These ones here are 2.25 by 1.25. This is just a 2 by 1. This just seemed a little bit big for sticking on the fronts of my bins and stuff, so hopefully this works. And then this scanner. Oh my goodness, it's pink! Well, pink accents. Ooh, it's got some charge. Wait, this is actually hilarious. You can scan a barcode to reset to factory defaults, show battery level, beeper on and off, beeper volume. Oh, it'll turn off, and you can change the timeout. This is so funny. Okay, I've tried printing from the Windows Photo Viewer and from Photoshop, and it was not quite right. Even scaling to fit media, it was not fitting the media, as you can see. And by photo viewer, I mean this. But if I just right click the image and click print, this comes up. And that prints perfectly. Scanned it. Now it's green. Okay, they work the way they're printing, so I can carry on. I have them set up so that you see the actual barcode, but then you see what the product is so that you know what this is when you print it out. You're not stuck with a bunch of unlabeled barcodes. But at this point, it's almost 9 p.m. Am I gonna finish this? Probably not. And like, sure, I could do it in the morning, but also I'm live streaming the order packing in the morning because tomorrow's Monday. Monday's my live stream day. And I'm currently building out my spreadsheet with the digits. So like I input this and then the UPC generator automatically creates the last digit. Okay, so I've only actually made the labels for these here, so 3 of the apparel items. I have more to do, but I just thought I would fill out the spreadsheet here. So this is everything I still need to make labels for, which according to the UPCs is 178 items. I could be missing things because I just looked at my actual website and was going based off of that, but there might be some items I've hidden because they're out of stock, but they have technically sold and are being held in orders right now, so I might be missing a few things. I'll deal with those as I come across them, but yeah, I need to continue generating the labels, and then once I have all the numbers, I need to go into Shipstation and paste these into each item's properties. It is already 10 o'clock, but I'm going to keep trucking. I'm going to keep generating more labels, see how far I can get through this spreadsheet. It's 11:45. I have the values entered into the spreadsheet and all of these saved off. So in the morning I can add the UPCs to Shipstation and print off some labels. It's now Monday morning. It is the restock day, and I'm hoping today goes well. We have a lot of apparel, so I've got another 100 of these crew necks, and then I have 150 of the t-shirts, and that's more t-shirts than I stocked the first time, so we'll see if they sell. They sold so incredibly fast last time. It was like under 10 minutes. The t-shirts were gone, and so I feel pretty confident. I don't know if I have anything else to say yet. My brain's not turned on yet. I guess I will do more barcode stuff and putting that stuff into Shipstation. I didn't even think to watch for the rollover. We just rolled over to 25,000 total orders since opening my Shopify store. The shop's been open for a few minutes now. I might update this to show me how many orders have come in specifically for the restock. Like how many are coming in today. Alright, just doing more UPC stuff, and then I was like, wait, I gotta get to emails. So I've been handling the emails, and one of them mentioned the t-shirts being out of stock. So I looked, and they're out of stock again! As of right now, there are 4XLs and 5XLs left, but that's it. I stocked 50% more items than I did last time. Like, we had more shirts for the restock than we did in the original drop. And that still wasn't enough. We'll make more. We'll make more. It'll have to wait though till after the zips. Christian's just starting on the zips today, and that'll be for the mid-October restock. And then the pocket tees will come after that, I guess. Like how? Oh my god! And how are the crew necks doing? I gotta look. Extra small is the first to sell out. Interesting. The rest are all still in stock. I'm just looking at my actual website so I don't see the stock levels. Usually all I have left in the end is extra smalls, so that's nice that those sold. There were only 2 extra smalls. That's usually what I do, is just 2. Although somehow we ended up with a bunch of extras for like Luna Moth and Strawberries, so we still have lots of extra smalls left for those. My stress levels are spiking. I just feel like I let people down again with not having enough stock. And timeline for the pocket tee restock would be like end of October at the earliest, or early November, because Christian's working on the zips right now. And here I thought we'd be moving on to other things, like I ordered other blanks to try to use up extra thread we have. Although I've yet to digitize anything for that. But I thought after the zips, Christian would have a bit of a break, like maybe a week off or something. But we're gonna need those t-shirts soon after. He can still have a little break, but yeah, we will need those t-shirts made. And then we can get to other things after. Like once all the restocks are done, then we can get to new things that use up our leftover thread. Oh wait, speaking of that, I might have to order more thread. I'm not gonna have enough thread to do a t-shirt restock. This is seriously insanity. Like, just the main shop update was already my biggest in terms of like number of items sold, total sales, that kind of thing. Like not order numbers, but I mean like sales numbers, as in income earned. And the restocks added on to that is like a whole other shop update, which actually kind of works because I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna have another shop update this year. The timing just doesn't really work and it'll be too tight, but the restocks kind of fill that void, so that's nice in that sense. And it makes me a little concerned for future shop updates. I'm scared I'm gonna overstock in the future. Like, for example, the Bunny and Ducky tees, they sold way less. Like, I still have a bunch of stock of those. It's left over from the summer update. And so comparing that to now the pocket tees are just insanely more popular. You really can't predict that. And since I'm so hell-bent on not doing pre-orders, I just have to live with it, I guess. Although t-shirts are one thing I could do a pre-order for because there actually is a lot of stock available of the comfort colors anyway. But it's also a logistical nightmare when there's like a bunch of pre-order stuff going on. I've already got the hold my order stuff going on, which is a logistical nightmare, but I did it because I felt so bad about stuff selling out so fast. So I don't want to add pre-orders on top of the order holds. It's just going to get too chaotic. Today's already going to be chaotic because not only am I live streaming, but it's like a complicated day because it's a shop launch day, and like I have to go through and see what orders Shipstation detected as going to the same person. It'll be like, oh, this person placed 2 orders, you should combine them. And then so I have to combine them, but then go through and calculate how much shipping I owe them back. It'll be very easy if they qualify for free shipping, then I don't have to do any currency conversions and stuff. But then like for the flat rate, for example, maybe someone pays in euros, but it's a flat rate 25 USD, but then my shipping labels are purchased in Canadian dollars. And so there's like multiple currency conversions. It gets so confusing, but I'm doing it. Because I also need like not only the Shipstation tab open, I'll need 2 other Shopify tabs open so I can open both of the orders that person made at the same time to see if they qualify for the free shipping and like refund accordingly. So it'll be a busy day. This probably should not be a live stream day. Like, what if I bump the stream to tomorrow? We'll see. I'm just gonna keep on trucking with everything, get through the remaining emails, and then get to the UPC codes and see how close it is to noon, because it's currently 10:46. So the stream starts in an hour and 15 minutes. So I can either just start late or push it to tomorrow. It's almost 12:30, so we're about 2.5 hours out from the restock. I've had 248 orders come in today. So thank you so much. I'll be working on this for the rest of this week. I mean, it probably won't take me the whole week. Today will be the slowest day, and then it should pick up from there. I've got all my UPCs entered into Shipstation. I might encounter a few hiccups because there are some products where I changed the name of the product, and so Shipstation detects it as a new product, so I put the UPC on the new version. But I have older orders that have been on hold, and those might have the old version of the name, so I don't know if my barcode scanning will work for those. So now I'm going to start printing off barcodes, and then I can eat and set up for the stream. So I have this here. Let's maybe turn it and all the labels can just plop onto the floor. So I can right click on something and hit print. For apparel, I want a sticker on every single item, so I'm going to have to cross check with my inventory numbers. So for 2XL, I have 16 on hand. There's probably 1 spare in there maybe, so I'm going to print 17 just to be safe. So don't double click to open because it prints weird when I do that. Just right click and click print. Let's print 1 to start to make sure it's good. Okay, it's good. Now printing 16 more, and I'll carry on with that. Okay, this does not feel like that many labels. I have a couple strips I've already given to Christian, but like, I'm almost out of this roll. It's supposed to be 1,000 in a roll. I haven't even printed as many sketchbook ones as I want for Halloween cats because I wanted to make sure I have at least a little bit of each. So I've ordered more for delivery tomorrow. A different listing. Just in case this is not 1,000. It probably is, but it just does not feel like it very much. So the first thing I did on stream was I stuck down all my barcode labels where they belonged. So for most products, that meant sticking it on the front of its bin or on the metal of the shelf. And I was sticking the labels to my pants so they'd be less adhesive, especially if they were going to be stuck right to the green metal, because I don't want it to like rip up the paint when I peel them off if I have to rearrange stuff, that kind of thing. Although I started getting lazy towards the end and I stopped putting it on my pants if I was sticking them on the bins. I just stuck them over top of their existing labels, so hopefully they're decent to peel off. Otherwise I can just keep pasting new labels over the old ones or something. Because, you know, stuff will change over time. The barcodes will have to move. And then the sketchbooks, we're getting a barcode on every book except the B grade Halloween cats because I was running out of labels, as you saw earlier. And then it was time to pack some orders and test the scanning. And it was a disaster. It was a disaster. But we got it working in the end, okay? Because I was having a few different problems. Problem number one is some products, the UPCs, were not showing up either because I forgot to enter it for that item or because it was a renamed item. But you can manually verify items. I'll show the process later on. And then the other problem is that I would scan a product, but then suddenly other products would not scan. Like the barcode was registering the barcode and it was beeping, but the software was not registering the scan and it was driving me nuts. And thank goodness someone in the Twitch chat, shout out Mika, oh my God, they are familiar with this system and told me that I had to make sure my cursor was back in the little text box. If I click away, I have to click back into it, into the text box. And so I was like, oh my God, thank you. So after that, it was working fine, other than like the other issues I said before with like a missing UPC or renamed item. But I only ended up getting 10 orders done on stream because I spent the first part doing all the barcodes. And then once I actually started packing, we had all those issues. So it was a bit of a mess, but it was working by the end. It's now Tuesday morning. I should be doing some vlog editing this morning, but what I'm going to do is start packing orders, and then when I feel like I want to sit for a bit, when my feet are getting tired, then I can edit and then go back to order packing. That'll be the perfect way to balance the day. Both last night and the night before, the last thing I dreamt of before waking up was barcodes. They were both very brief dreams, but they happened right before I woke up. It's a box in a box. Come on, they could have just shipped it in this. Amazon does do that a lot of times. They just stick their own label on this box, which is totally what they could have done. The sketchbooks technically don't each need a label, but I kind of like it. We'll see. If I get tired of putting labels on them, I can start just using the shelf. Okay, yeah, they're in little black bags, so they can stay in those till I'm ready to use them. That's what it looks like. Ta-da. Yeah, this is the same size as the roll I had yesterday, so I guess I did print out about 1,000 labels yesterday. But now I want to show you packing tape. So this is a roll of my Halloween packing tape. Not a full roll because it's my last one. I've been using this one. I ordered 10 rolls of them this year and I thought I was going to have too much. I have not enough. I have almost run out. This is the last roll. So I wanted to test out some Vistaprint tape because it's cheaper than this. I get this from the packaging company and it's great quality. I love it. But I was like, well, let's try a cheaper tape. So I ordered a couple rolls from Vistaprint. I was originally going to order one roll to test, but like I'm desperately short, so I ordered 2 rolls of it. And it is just not as nice. I don't know if it'll come through on camera, but it's just completely different. So this almost has a coating of some kind. It's glossy, it's durable. Kiki, you are also very glossy. Yes, you are. Now, excuse me. This has more of like a matte finish, and it seems like it's scuffing very easily. Time will tell, I guess. But it's just thinner than this in general. Still seems like not the worst, but The print job is also horrible. So there's a white line all along the bottom. And I'm wondering if at some point the white line shows up on both sides, because the side of the tape is white, but on the edges it looks brown on the sides. And then as you move in, it goes fully white on both sides. And like when I set up the file on Vistaprint, it showed like where the bleed is gonna go. I had full bleed to the edges. The cut lines were within the edge of the design. So like the design should have been slightly more zoomed in, and it should have cut off the edges of my design. But instead, we see the entire edge and some white. So I don't know what that's about. And then I was unrolling it a little bit, and look, white seam. They didn't even put the tape end to end. Now this came from a third-party printer, so I'm assuming Vistaprint outsources it somehow or something. It came from the US instead of Canada. Maybe it just came from a Vistaprint location in the US, but it had a generic name on the label like printing services. So like I'm assuming they hire a tape company to print and ship out the tape for them. And this particular supplier, I'm just not a fan of. I'm not a fan of. So I will stick with the packaging company going forward. It's just beautiful tape. It's more expensive, but like it looks good. It's thicker. I've never had any problems with this tape. It's just very expensive. Plus the Vistaprint stuff comes faster. This takes a little longer. So I was like, oh, it's cheaper and faster, but at what cost? One thing I do like about this Vistaprint paper I got, look, it came with SpongeBob. I mean, the other tape I get also comes with flat sponges. They're flatter though, and they're blue. This just straight up looks like SpongeBob. So I just want to do a little walkthrough of my scanning thing. So in Shipstation, there's a scan tab at the top. Scan. And you have to either manually type in an order number or scan the barcode on the packing slip. And usually I don't print packing slips when I pack solo. But from this screen, I wouldn't know the next order number. I could have a separate window open, I guess. Right now I do know because I just combined 2 orders, and so I copied the order number so I can paste that in instead of scanning the barcode. This is the area where I had to keep my cursor entered, otherwise the scanning would not work. That was what was causing me so much issue yesterday, where I'm like, why isn't it scanning? And over here it shows me the quantity of each item. One thing I don't like about this page is normally during an order page on Shipstation, they would put something with the highest quantity at the top. So everything that's multiple quantities is at the top, and it has a big yellow rectangle around it. And so it's obvious when there's multiple quantity. This does not do that, although the number is pretty big. But because you're scanning everything, that's your reassurance that you're not going to miss a quantity 2, I suppose. And so the first item is Lunamoth Dot Grid White Sketchbook. So let's say we grabbed the wrong one. Let's say I grabbed the solid white and I scan it. This is what comes up. And then when I scan the proper one, it goes like this. And then for something quantity 2, like fall floral sticker, the bouquet, I'll grab one and scan. Then it'll say there's one scanned, and so the bar will not go green because I haven't done the second one yet. And then when I do grab the second one, scan, it goes green. And then for hold my order, I just scan this sticker in the corner. Now this one didn't scan just now, and I noticed where it says UPC, there is no number entered. So I need to fix that in my Shipstation settings for that product. But just for the sake of completing this order, I can manually verify by clicking that verify button. So I do have those 2 tapes, verify, and then it goes green. And now that everything is green, I can click mark as verified here, and that will unlock this area here. So this is very similar to my usual screen I have, except everything's a little bit zoomed in, and because of that it's cut off. Especially this scale thing is huge, because usually next to the scale there's a button to register the weight on the scale, so I don't have to type in the values. I just click the scale button and it'll register the weight. But I don't know if that button's here because it's cut off. Okay, I'm totally wrong. I was thinking you scanned the page to get the weight, but it's supposed to automatically register because it's actually working today, and as soon as I put the package on the scale, it registered the weight. So that must say scale, not scanner. I just lifted the package and dropped it, and the numbers are changing. Whoa! Okay, I also need to set this to rectangle large, 5 centimeters. This is not the same order I was working on before. I'm filming this clip later in the day. But that's how the verification system works. And here's a close-up of how all the barcodes look on each bin. And so I make a point to grab the item before I scan it, just to be sure. because otherwise I might scan the barcode and not actually take the item, you know? And some of them have 2 labels on the front because there's 2 different stickers inside. And then Lunamoth is tricky because I sell both stickers individually or as a pair. So here's the barcode for both because that seems to be the most popular option. But then the other barcodes are on the inside. So there's Lunamoth back and then Lunamoth side. I have yet to scan these inner ones, but I feel like it'll work. It'll be okay. And down here, there are bundles for these bags. So if I'm getting one bag, there's the barcode. And if it's the 4-piece bundle, I scan this. And if it's the 10-piece bundle, I scan this. And then for the notepad bundle, the label is just right here in the middle. Technically with a bundle, you could still mess up and grab the wrong products or the wrong quantity. So it's not like a true verification, but it's still better than nothing, I suppose. And we'll see how long these labels last because they're overlapping a little bit. Might need to replace them occasionally or try to stick them down, like bend it down. It'll still be scannable. And so sketchbooks could be done the similar way where the label is on the actual rack. I did that for my B grades down here because I just didn't have more labels printed off for them. Now that I have more label paper, I could do that. This system's really not so bad. I'm just scared I'll have a label here, for example, and I'll scan it and I'll grab the product below instead of grabbing the product above, which is why I kind of want every sketchbook to have its own sticker. Plus, by doing that, I don't have to write dot on the corner of these anymore, on the dotted ones. The sticker says dot. And I haven't felt the need to do a sticker in the past because writing it takes no time at all. But if I'm gonna write it and do a sticker, might as well only do the sticker. Because there's no way to identify that this is the dotted variant. I probably could get my manufacturer to put a sticker on it or something. The only way of knowing is what's written on the side of the box I receive them in. So as soon as I take them out of the box, I have to write dot right away. Otherwise, I have no way of knowing if that's dot or plain white. And then I have some things over here just sitting here because I didn't really know where to put it because I only have a few of these left. I mean, they're probably sold now, but I just stuck the label there. And then these are the B grades. They don't have a permanent spot on the shelves because, again, they'll sell and then there won't be any more. So, again, label just stuck to the table. Label on the table. And then for apparel, they each have their own sticker, and each size and each color variant has its own UPC. So, yeah. Now, the prints and sticker sheets, I'm kind of unsure what to do because there's no good spot to put the labels. So I could just have a sheet or I could just manually verify them. Right now, I just have the labels stuck right here, but ideally they'd be stuck to a piece of paper with a little thumbnail image of the product next to it because I'm very visual. It would help me identify which one to scan a lot faster. Or I just manually verify because that's the same thing. And then for the pumpkin freebies, people can purchase an extra one if they want. And so I have the barcode for that just stuck to my computer. And similarly for these, I have them stuck right on my printer. That's the system. For now. Maybe I'll tweak things as I go, but I think it's a pretty good system. Okay, I just fixed a problem with my memory card. It cut me off when I was vlogging earlier saying my memory card was full, and I was like, there's no way. It's a huge memory card, and I realized on the computer it said it was a 32 gig card when it's actually 128. I think it reformatted when I tried putting a copy of Windows on that memory card when I had problems with my warehouse computer. I was trying to reinstall Windows on it. So I think that's when it got mixed up, but it wouldn't let me reformat it to 128, so I figured out I need to go into disk management and delete the partitions off the card. And that worked, yeah. I don't know if anyone cares about that, but that's what I just spent my time doing. And we also had a scare with the embroidery machines this morning. Christian turns on the machines, and when they turn on, they kind of move back and forth. They go like, brr, brr, do their thing. I hear all these machine grinding noises. I was like, what the heck? I go in there, and the machine was trying to move too far to the right. Like I could see the presser foot was to the left of the leftmost needle, and it was just all messed up. And we found some fixes online and now it's working, but we're starting off with some tech issues today. So far everything's been fixed, so that's great. I was so scared for the machine. I was like, please, no. He ended up just having to go into some files and delete them and reboot up the machine in the software, and that fixed it. So crisis averted on that front. Now, along with today's box shipment, I received some brown paper tape, which I've used in the past. When I first switched to paper tape, this is what I would use before I switched to the patterned stuff. And I now have some boxes that are like a traditional box, not like the literature mailers I have. These need to be sealed on the bottom. And I don't use the cute tape for the bottom because it's just expensive tape, okay? It gets expensive. So I've been using plastic tape for the bottom, but I want to try out using this. The only problem with this is I would have to pre-fold a bunch of the boxes because I don't want to like swap this out every time. Because I've been folding these brown ones as I need them, but if I'm going to be using the tape dispenser with a different type of tape, I can't be like swapping the tape out back and forth for every order. So let's pop this in right now and pre-fold some boxes. Here's how much I folded, and that's probably enough for now. I don't want to overdo it and end up with too many pre-folded boxes, so it's a good size batch. And now I can officially get to packing orders. It's currently 7:51 at night. I did not realize it was that late already. Oops. I've been packing away and I got through all the orders that need combining, at least all the ones that Shipstation picked up on. I'm a little paranoid that there are some it missed, so I'm searching every name before I pack the order to see if they have multiples. Also, I'm out of the cognac light orange crink, so we're back to the brighter crink. I have 2 boxes of it, so I mixed it up with the French vanilla and the black. And so altogether, like all 3, I think I actually quite like. When it was just the orange and black, it felt too rock and roll. But with the soft yellow here, I'm like, okay, this feels Halloween-y. I can work with this. But yeah, since I'm through the order combines, it's been way faster getting through these orders. So now's when I'll really start to make quick progress. Oh, and I've not done any editing. I've just been packing orders this whole time, other than stopping to cook supper. And we watched Only Murders in the Building while we ate, so that was my only break, but I've just been more energetic, I guess. I did drink a Zoa, maybe that's why. And I feel like I want to keep going. I'm going to keep packing. It is now Thursday. I did not film anything yesterday. I just had a big order packing push. Between the Tuesday mail pickup and the Wednesday mail pickup, I got 100 orders done just by myself because Christian's still doing embroidery. So that was really good progress. Hope to make good progress again today. And yesterday I stopped packing at supper time. I could have got even more done if I packed in the evening, but it was Wednesday. A bunch of our shows come out. Like there was the Circle finale. We watched Agatha All Along and Survivor, but I don't have any of that today. Well, actually, wait. Is Rings of Power today? I don't know. And we're gonna watch Love is Blind, but that doesn't matter. I do want to chill a little bit tonight. Play some Fall Guys. There's an event going on right now. I don't even care about the outfit you get. The completionist in me, I want to try to complete this event. I want to work on some of that tonight, but other than that, it's a big order packing day. But also I gotta edit the vlog. I've yet to do any editing for it. I just keep pushing it off, and now I have the whole vlog to edit for today. So there is that. Yeah, that's kind of the plan for today. I also just got off a Teams meeting with Canada Post. They had this PowerPoint presentation with a whole bunch of stats about my business, and it was very interesting to see, and they gave me some tips and were just asking questions about my shipping process. And also I'm getting cheaper shipping rates going forward. Since I ship so many packages to the US, my discount tier for them is going to the highest tier. So I'm getting the best possible price. For domestic within Canada, not getting to the top tier. I don't ship enough to Canadian customers. Only 10% of my shipping volume is going within Canada. Oh, and I should have asked if those US rates, the US rate drop also includes other international. I mean, I guess I can ask in an email. Because when I got my Canada Post commercial account, they said that US and international were both just lumped into the international, and then there was domestic. So if that's true, then like all international countries should see a price drop. And I got an email saying that there was like holiday surcharges. It turns out that's not for the parcel price. It's just extra surcharges. Like if you have a package that's oversized or overweight over a certain amount, then they have these surcharges. Those are going up for the holidays, but the base price is not going up. So that does not affect my parcels at all. There's no extra surcharge for the holidays, which is nice. I definitely misunderstood the email I got. So yay for cheaper shipping prices. I do have my own commercial account with Canada Post. I don't buy labels directly through Shopify or directly through Shipstation. They do offer discounted shipping rates, but it's not much of a discount. My current rates are already better than their rates, and now they're going to be even better. And update, I've been editing the vlog for 3 hours. I need to step away so I can actually pack some orders before today's mail pickup. But also it's 1 p.m. and I have yet to eat because I've just been so busy. I don't even feel hungry right now, but I need to eat something. So I'm gonna quickly grab a bite, then get to packing orders. This vlog is plenty long, so I don't think I'm gonna film anything else today. I have been making these vlogs way too long lately. Like, yes, the art journal one was long because it contained the art journal stuff, but like even my other vlogs, they're over the 50-minute mark. They're supposed to be like low 40s. That's my goal, is 40 minutes. I even had a Tuesday vlog that was like 50 minutes long. The Tuesday vlogs are supposed to be shorter too. So I hope you've been enjoying these long vlogs. I am going to try to cut them back a little bit. It really depends how much footage I have. I guess what I'm trying to say is don't expect them to always be this long. But when I have a lot to film, I have a lot to film, you know? So I guess I'll end this by saying thank you once again for the shop orders. You're certainly keeping me busy. And we will bring back more t-shirts. I really don't know what to do about these sweatshirts though, because they're Halloween-y, right? And it's going to be too late because we won't even be able to start working on them until November, and then people wouldn't have them till like late November. So I don't know. But the t-shirts, at least, they're not technically seasonal, so we're going to make more of those. I wouldn't mind doing a little something for my birthday, but I'm simply too busy today. So I'm gonna just push off my celebrations to the weekend, probably just go out for supper, and I want to watch the Wild Robot movie, so maybe go see that. But for today, I just, you know, as long as I get in a little bit of gaming tonight, I think I'll be good. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Because even if I just sit down to do casual sketching, there's always that voice in the back of my mind being like, oh, would this make a good sticker? Would this make a good print? I cannot escape that kind of thinking. And so something like this, it is just purely personal. It's so low stress, I guess. Like,